Sup internet, it's Justin. I got my earphones in. Totally unprofessional. I don't care. I'm sitting down for a story time. Whatever, right? So I know like everyone's doing story times on YouTube and they're like super popular or whatever. So I was like, actually, I didn't think of this, like my friends did, because my life. This is the story of the crazy lady that I used to live with. She wasn't like psycho, but it was just like, she was just really, really weird, and it was just, it's laughable. It's a laughable story. But the reason okay, let me give you some backstory. So this lady, she was a mom of one of my friends, so that was like our connection. Like, I was cool with her daughters because I knew them from like Taekwondo, and then I noticed that they went to my school, so like I didn't care. Like, I was the only person who went to my school pretty much. That's how I saw it. And I noticed them in school, and I was like, oh crap. And then we became friends, and then we became like really close friends. That's how it happens. Like, if we become friends, we become like really, really close friends for some reason. Like, sleeping over each other's house. Like, I know everybody in your family, everybody knows me kind of thing. So, like, at the same time, a lot of stuff was going on at home. I'm not gonna go like deep into it, there's like a lot of crap. And like, they just so happened to like, we was really cool like that. And when the stuff was over, like, I went to live with them. And it was lit, because I really liked them. Like, they were the coolest family ever. Like, I was like, I love that family so much. Like, every time I got to sleep over, it was just like lit. And I was friends with two daughters, and we were just lit. Like, it was lit. Like, I loved them so much. Like, I would come home, be happy every single day because I was living with them. Like, it was just fun. And then, like, I guess, you know how when you spend too much time with somebody, it's just like, well, that's how it started to get with the youngest daughter, who was, like, I think she was 2 years younger than me, but we still got along. I think I got along, it was like, I got along with them like 50% one, 50% the other, because it was just like, they both were 2 years apart from me. The oldest one was 2 years older, youngest one 2 years younger, so we got along at like different paces. Like, you know, the youngest one is like, she was crazy too. Like, she was crazy, she was a brat, she was mean, like, she was just the worst, one of the worst people I've ever had to deal with and live with when she was on a bad day. Like, she was literally like the coolest, funniest, like, best personality kind of person when we were like happy, but like when she got mad or when she showed her bad side, like, it was horrible, like horrible. Like, she was just horrible. Like, she would lie, she would say horrible stuff. Like, she was just terrible. Everyone knew it. Like, her mom even knew that she was like a little spoiled brat, but she continued to let her be like that. The oldest one, I'm not gonna say her real name, because I don't have like permission, I don't talk to her anymore. But the oldest one, she was pretty cool. Like, I never like saw a bad side from her. Like, I never really saw anything but happy and maybe like annoyed, but just like a little bit, like the tiniest little bit. And when I moved in with them, like, I think the youngest one was like a little irked by my presence, because they both had their own rooms. And when I moved in, she had to, the youngest one had to like move up in the attic with her sister, and like, I was still in my own room, even though the girl could have still stayed in my room, but just not like legally, I guess, because I think boys and girls are supposed to have like separate rooms. So she like couldn't have, but she could have, because when we moved out of that house, all of the kids were sleeping in the same room anyway. So and as I said, the mom was crazy. So like, she would just get mad at the bigger house. She would just get mad by like the tiniest little things. like, we had a pool, right? And we would always go in the pool. Every day it was in the pool. Like, it was lit in the pool. And then one day, the youngest one was like, I don't want to go in the pool. And we were just like, okay, but we want to. So we went in the pool and we like left her. I guess it was wrong. But I was either getting something or something like that. And me and the younger one ran into each other while she was like hanging out with her other friends. And for some reason, like, I was just like, hi. That was it. I was just like, hi. And like, her mom got so mad about that I said hi to her. Like, I don't understand why she got so mad, but she was just like, well, you guys left her in the pool and now you want to play. And I was just saying hi. It's not that big of a deal. I just said hi to your daughter. Like, what are you doing? Like, all I did was say hi. She was like, oh, well, what? You want to leave her and you guys only care about getting in the pool and you just use this for the pool? And I was like, I literally just said hi. What you doing? What you about? Like, this happened on like occasions. It's not just like, oh, this one time. Oh, it only happened this one time. Oh, she's not crazy. It only happened this one. This bitch is crazy. Like, you can literally ask anybody. And the reason I'm not living with her anymore is because there was this one time where, when I was younger, like, when I was living with her, like, 10 or 11, like, I had sticky fingers, but I only did one thing that they could have proved me with, and that was taking, like, Barbie shoes and clothes from her mom's house, but it wasn't my fault, because the youngest one, who I was playing Barbie with, told me we could take this stuff. So I took what I thought would look good on the ones that we had at home. And I got in all this trouble for literally nothing. Because I was literally like, can we take this stuff home? And she was like, yeah. And she took something home. But apparently she left it there because we weren't supposed to take stuff home. So I was like, whatever with that situation, I'm done, like, I don't care. And then, the main reason why I'm not living with him anymore is because I had a class trip. And this is the day that I, like, actually moved out. Like, I had a class trip, and she was supposed to chaperone me. And my dad had a meeting with the counselor in my school. So, he went to my school and was sitting in the auditorium. And I guess that's where the chaperone was supposed to be sitting. Or she just walked in or something. And she, like, saw him and went ballistic. She threw my lunch at him and was like, if you want to go on the trip so bad, why don't you just go? Like, I don't even care. Like, it doesn't even matter. And he literally was just like, this is one of the rare occasions that I will be defending him. But he literally did nothing, and she, like, went crazy. Like, and the reason, like, apparently the reason for this craziness was because apparently I was forging her signature, and I apparently stole change from, like, this really, really big change jar. Like, it was literally about, like, it was a little bit bigger than this box, like a little bit taller, and about the same, like, it was big, like, it was literally fat and pretty tall, like up to my knee pretty much, and it was half filled with change. And apparently I had stolen almost all the change. Like, there was maybe like a few pennies, a couple dimes, and a couple nickels in there left, and apparently I had stolen it all. How in the world would I have taken that? I'm never home alone. And if I would want to steal that, then, like, I would have to flip the big old thing over, and then all the change would start crashing, and everyone in the house would hear it, and be like, Justin, what are you doing? How? I used to play violin, And at the old house that we were living at, my violin got stolen from the corner of my room. She tried to blame me and say that I stole my own violin. I was a freaking 10-year-old. What would I do with a violin? Just, like, I can take the violin wherever I want to take the violin. It was literally in the corner of my room. That's where I left it every time I came home. And then I came home one day, it was not in the corner of my room. And apparently I had stolen it, even though I wasn't even there. How does that make sense? What logic?
What logic?
After that trip was over, we got back to the school, it was time to leave, and for some reason she was there. And I got in the car, and then my dad got in the car, and she was just like, oh, and his dad got in the car. I'm effing irate. If you didn't want us to get in the car, if you didn't want to pick us up, what were you sitting in the parking lot after school for? For what reason were you doing so? And you blame me for all this crap that I never did. Like, she said I stole 18 Zuzu pens. How did I steal 18 Zuzu pens? 18 noisy ass Zuzu pens. But guys, if you like the story time, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I sometimes post on Instagram. But yeah, so have a great day and a video. You know what? Let me try to make Saturday videos a trend. If not, then it'll just be whenever I remember I have a YouTube channel.